Act 4 started. Cataclysm Quickening. Act 3 kind of doesn't feel fully complete, if you know what I mean, chat, but it feels like a very good build up to what's going to happen in this act. And so I'm sure after this act, I'll feel a lot better about Act 3. I mean, not that I disliked it, but here we go. Investigate freely. Is that wanting me to investigate underground? All right, investigate freely. Here we go. Part 4. What's up, bros?
Look,
Bro
there are
chachos?
some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
Ooh, let's start off with a little bit of eavesdropping. Don't mind if I do.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
True.
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal.
It's kind of...
We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
Hey, yo.
What kind of filthy bilgewater you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that.
Oh.
Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
What about your family?
And what makes you think they want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
What the... Yo,
Whoa.
relax.
Sounds like they're really... Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there.
Dude, this is...
Only something the inmates down here
This
say?
is so similar to the Honkai Star Rail overworld and underworld. And there's an underworld doctor, too? I think you're right. It's normal for convicts to be unhappy.
That's true.
Right? More investigating. More listening, shall we? Yoo-hoo. Oh my gosh, the music kicking in. Yo, when do I get my trousers?
Let's go listen in.
When do I get some cargo pants?
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
They know.
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
They're all giga
What's the
suspicious.
matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah, fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
Thanks, you guys are really nice.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Yo, these guys are trouble.
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that famous?
From the outside?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Oh, it was just a little mistake.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
Is it a
I'm
game?
Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us
Oh
the Bombshell
my
Bros,
gosh,
but don't
it's the
worry,
Mario
we're not playing
Brothers.
with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
It's Mario and Luigi.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No, you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Sure, fill us in. Oh, my Archon, I'd love to know. Please tell me.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
How about a nice back massage? I'm pretty good at back massages. Maybe a couple of cupies, cupie whoopies, coupons.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego.
Oh, I like these two.
The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
We ate the most incredible welfare meals recently.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare
Butter
meals.
them up, Paimon.
I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
You
Aw.
are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. But
Dang.
enough about that. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress.
Did Louveroon just wink at me? It seems he's saying, don't be upset, he's a good fellow. Aww.
Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you
Dude,
think.
I love these two so
If he
far.
doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
He picks favorites and other people get ignored.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal
Sus.
for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
He's working on some project.
I don't care if he was a researcher
In
that
the
could turn
underworld.
dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
I like that. Interesting. According to, how do you say his name? Quistant? Someone said, fun fact, Quistant's name in French means chef or cook. Oh, nice. A person named Jira frequents the infirmary. I should take note of that.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
Dane.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to
Something's
sick
happened
bay
in the
every couple of
infirmary,
days, too.
brothers. The imposter.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to
Is
imagine.
that the lore?
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
Jira had a confrontation with a girl named Lorvine who also frequently visits the infirmary. I'll remember that too. Traveler will remember that. See you later, gamers. Man, those two are fun. Investigate freely. One more. Is that one underground or on this level? Yoo-hoo. Wait, is it in the office? It's between the big old pipes. I can't believe we just talked to the Mario Bros.
Hey, you over there?
Bavaliers.
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
Even people down here play that game?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Yo, let's go, Saito!
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game?
No thanks, we're busy with other things at the moment.
All right. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
They're just trying to have a good old time.
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi.
Would you mind chatting with us for a moment?
Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
Way to open him up.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Yes, we have.
Then, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
No? You mean Kusa and...
Yes, so you've already met those two. They're quite a
I
pair.
like them.
They always keep an eye out for the latest happenings and gossip about everything. I've never seen anyone with more time on their hands. I heard that they used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here. You know how bartenders are, always chatting with customers. And chefs love to pass the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
That's fair. They were lovely to talk to.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing.
Oh, here we go, boys.
Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
No?
Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though? To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager
plot
of the whole place?
thickens,
Not
brothers.
gonna lie, I kind of respect that.
By the way, do you happen to know anything about a forbidden zone?
Forbidden Zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
Don't snitch.
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it.
Good, good,
Do
good,
you have
good.
anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Is that going to be part of the Archon quest?
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny.
All right.
According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the
In the production zone. Wait, is that the right teleport? All right, boys. It's time. Go to the production zone and search for Linny. Well, we're here. Linny, are you in this box, my friend? Nope. You're not. Are you up on this production line, my friend?
I ride on wind and cloud alike.
I feel like I'm searching for you in the... I feel like I need to go upstairs. Onward, brothers. I don't think Linny's a dull blade, Jonathan. Listen. I'm doing my best. Yahoo! Knock, knock. Yoo-hoo. Big summer blondes. Oh, Linny. Oh, there he is. Linny, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's in the box?
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
Yo, that transition. A little something, yeah.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh.
Dave,
as
yo,
expected
Paimon
of
wants
the
to get out of
legendary
jail.
duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
Do we tell him everything? Oh, okay, it's Fermenay time.
I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for.
That's fair. I wonder if,
Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our
What did
final
you guys
report
find
to
out?
Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
the Hydro Whale. The most important thing right now is to catch up with him.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremenay would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention.
That's fair.
I'll talk to him about it later.
Please do. We're counting on you.
It's the least I can do. We're all in this
Yo,
together,
is he gonna give us
so
a
it's
little
only fair for us
information?
to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Yo, thanks, Linny. You too.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
That is true.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now.
Okay.
And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
Can we go with him?
We've been working together for a long time.
We can breathe underwater.
We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too.
Sure.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone.
We're getting a job, boys.
Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission.
What you need?
So, you are the only ones we can count on.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off.
You need to take Risley on a date.
Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You mentioned
Environs?
several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping
We gotta
to
scrape
uncover.
our knee.
You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover.
There are some necessities occurring
But also,
in the
there's no
infirmary.
need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Thanks, Lenny. Sounds good. I'll give it my best shot.
My apologies, I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger brother.
He sees us as a sibling.
But that's not a bad thing, right?
But what if I'm the older brother?
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again
Can
in
we
9
just-
days.
Speed up 9 days in advance? After doing some prep work, you begin slowly approaching the infirmary under the guise... You just... What? Under what guise? That were wounded?
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek.
The little Paimon pop-up.
There seem to be several people inside.
Let's try to eavesdrop on them first. You and Paimon hide in the corner and eavesdrop on everyone inside the infirmary. Several people appear to be engaged in conversation, but you only manage to catch bits.
I feel like it's not impossible.
Oh. It's a bit hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
Let's do it. You nod and take a long, deep breath before inhaling a large amount of vapor from a foul-smelling... What? If you recall correctly, the potions resolve a failed attempt at alchemy you once performed with Paimon. It makes you hurl? Did we just cause ourselves to throw up? I'm sick. I mean, a good width. You hand the potion back to Paimon to stow.
Please help! He's sick!
Dude, those dialogues come up so fast, man.
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
Oh, we did. That's what got us here.
The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please lie down over here.
Oof, my tummy really hurts. Look at Traveler's face.
Don't worry.
Oh wait, I guess
can
he's
take
actually
it
in pain.
safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
Oh wait, when they touch, is something gonna happen? Oh, Seguin.
You can do it, traveler.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Dude, her design is so cool too. Seguin's taking out a few instruments and begins to do her checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way.
Just with a stethoscope, that's impressive.
Oh, that's good. But
Paimon punches Traveler really quick.
I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
Can we use her hand to palpitate different areas on my abdomen? She's like, she's using elemental energy too, or expression growing more and more relaxed.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
Lay all the gigs up, boys. It's not too bad.
And here?
Oof, that hurts a little.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here.
Oh no, was my acting a bit over the top?
What about here? Does this hurt?
No, not really. I can barely feel it.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is.
She knows we're faking.
I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up.
Can I rest here, Sigwin?
So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Woolsey, of this problem as soon as possible.
It's tainted by the Coca-Cola company, chat. The Fanta.
Congratulations.
The secret Fanta formula.
Is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you?
We did it, boys. We're in. Hackermans.
I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
No.
Very well.
So,
And she hopped away, just like that.
Phew, this infiltration mission is going much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there are only 2 people left in the room. Just called the woman Lorvine, so she has to be one of those frequent visitors in the infirmary. Would that mean the man next to her is Juria, then?
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Yo, you guys dating or what? Huh? I heard the rumors from Mario and Luigi down in the pipe that you guys schmoozing? Schmoozing Dinoco on company time? I can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. That guy also seems to have noticed. Now he's looking my direction too. Traveler, say something!
His stomachache's really bad. He was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sejuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
It looks like they're part of a crew.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation.
They're married. I'm calling
I
it.
can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sejuin take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's some married couple bickering right there.
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups and to pick up the medicines Miss Sejuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sejuin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. But outside the two of them, there's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files and tables appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, I can't check it out right now. You'll get Paimon too. Pipes! There's also aren't that many furnishings on the wall, eh? Wait, there seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there. Yo! Traveler got that 7X eyeball! What the heck?
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
He was using his elemental vision. That's cheating.
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
The presence of movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurer's intuition speaking. But isn't it a bit strange there's a movable hatch here of all places? Is it hiding something?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation.
Can we just come back here at night?
Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
Yo, these guys need to relax.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine.
Lol.
Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
Maybe we can dismiss. Okay, 2 down, 1 to go.
Slowly walked off like that?
Gojo Aether.
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand
Dang.
him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like
He didn't seem
someone
that
who's
bad.
as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Seishween should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Thank you for looking after me. No, we need to dismiss her.
No, it's nothing.
I'm back. Did you rest like you promised?
No. They were too busy
Thank
bickering.
you for getting our medicine, Miss Seishween.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
You take the stomachache pill that Seguin gave you. Uh-oh.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
They're talking in code. Did they talk about that before we walked in? Why don't I remember?
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
Yo, you guys are talking in code.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks.
See ya!
Okay, can we go into the hatch now?
I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead.
Aww.
So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? All right then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night.
Okay.
Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
Seguin's still looking at me. I should just try to take a nap like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
You move yourself to a regular patient's bed and relax completely. The weirdness from work and intel gathering holding you back all this time at once. Still catch some hints of Paimon's conversation with...
We've been to lots of places together. He may look a bit under the weather now, but he's actually super strong.
They're like the same size.
So you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry. He'll recover soon.
Can we... Companion. That word brings forth a wave of comfort. You let yourself relax.
You're awake.
Aww. Aww.
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
I feel a lot better. Thank you both.
Now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly, and remember bland foods. Thank you, Miss Seishween.
I'm just gonna... Don't mind if I, I'm just gonna... Real quick... Bland foods.
Seems like
So, like, British food? No, I'm joking.
Down with an upset stomach lately.
Back to the dormitories, brothers.
Obey! Unleash!
Back to the dormitories to sleep off our tummy ache. Wait, are the dormitories right here? Wait, is it a floor higher? Am I crazy? Yeah, this is it. What the heck?
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death.
Oh, shoot. Did I say the I should have?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, go take my grilled fish and put down checked with Thejonathon the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the
We gotta go
infirmary?
in there at nighttime. That's gotta be the play. There's some really weird things about that place. The movable hatch on the ground, as well as the question Sigwine asked Lorvine. And also, were they really talking about meds before we walked in? Their argument was genuine, or were they just putting on a show? Paimon, hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to give the info to Linny.
Over the next few days, you and Paimon work out of the stations as normal. During your shifts, however, you manage to find opportunities to write keywords relating to your suspicions on a piece of paper. You gave us time to read it. Oh, it's puzzle time, boys. It's evidence time. You manage to pass a slip to busy Lynette as she happens to pass by. Her disguise is impeccable, and she does not even look at you or change her expression as she pockets the info. Dang, we're smuggling information to the Fatui. And finally, the promised 9th day arrives, brothers. Which one of you dared be suspicious of her? She has a hidden hatch in her house. Okay, we're back. Swimming time. And we get to see Fremine. Why is he always standing here? Just staring into the lantern. Yo, the music's intense. I'm so excited. He likes that wall. That's a nice wall right there. It's got some nice luminescence.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago. And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Say what you will about these guys, but they are efficient.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person.
I was just thinking that. I was going to say that. I was going to say that after you
Lynette
did.
also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
Oh.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
What's Linny getting at?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns.
Dude, could you imagine if we had to
everything
fight
went well,
Linny?
then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
I don't think we will, but...
Good time to go over?
According to my observations, Thejonathon always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
Oh yeah, we heard about that too.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Oh.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
To war! Here we go, chat. This is where it gets good, boys. I can feel it in my loins. Yatta!
Obey!
Lynette should be here right now. Huh.
Did Lynette get kidnapped?
Lynette?
As expected, Thejonathon isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
She found a lead and left to follow. Dude, the music is so
Lynette rarely
intense.
deviates from the plan.
Is she in the
We agreed that
the
if she were to
hatch?
make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her.
To the hatch!
Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
It's gotta be the hatch, bro. Number one.
Ah, this is it. We saw
First try, boys.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Then he leans down to get closer to the mold and starts tapping it at several different
The
points.
space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here
Oh, a
somewhere.
button.
Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure.
Unless she's stuck in there?
Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
That's fair. He's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic. He probably said that subconsciously more for himself than anything else. I never panic. I never freeze. Lynette, where are you? Lynette, my love, where are you? Lynette!
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like, advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter.
She needs those because she's a Melazine and doesn't understand human emotions.
These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Thejonathon would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melazine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are
That's
skills
true.
that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
Okay, the bed.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in, except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up.
Dude, migraines
Generally
stink.
speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest while she left to retrieve the medication.
But this bed is still unmade.
Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Oh no, that's not a good sign. She got nabbed.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper.
Did she drop the...
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
Someone's on to us?
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back. This is...
The letter we wrote.
Show me! Now!
Is it?
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, could she have... Is she already...
Writhsley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Writhsley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Writhsley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why didn't he only go after Lynette? Why didn't he go after you as well?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her?
I mean, it could just been a trap.
Don't panic. Just think everything over.
Go talk to him.
I have to stay calm.
Oh, wait, no, you definitely can't.
This is
These
not
guys
like
are
what happened
Fatui.
last time. The situation's different now.
Last time?
Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means...
Uh-oh. Music shift, boys. Our first music shift of the underground.
the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds... Could Writhsley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
I get it now. He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Writhsley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Oh, shoot.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked.
Double rescue time. Not Fremine! Not my boy! Fremine!
like this, Linny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them.
Hey, I mean, I'm somewhat of a leader myself.
I'll go talk to Rice.
No, let us do it.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again.
Oh, from her past, chat, remember? Oh, no, that hits hard.
I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Because she got abducted when they were younger.
He's rushed out the door. After him!
Now we should go through the freaking scuba hole, man. Oh, are we dumb? Are we blind? How do travelers see the metal plate that is 1 centimeter up from the rest of them, but then didn't spot the neon lady behind the wall? She's got a smirk.
I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time.
Wait, Sigwin just evil? No way.
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! He's sick!
They know.
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp.
Yo, I can't. Yo, the vibe I'm picking up is...
What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
Dude, her face with these lines is so maniacal.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
That doesn't mean
Being
she's
able to
bad,
read
though.
Human expressions is quite the useful skill.
How did we not notice her?
Wait! Wait!
Uh-oh.
It's no use. We
Go
have to
get
catch
him!
up to him.
Wait, he's so fast! Hello? He kicked on the boosters.
He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
To the office. Yatta! Oh. I meant to do that. That was... now I'm wet. I'm very damp. I meant to land in the water. A little plunge. A mid-afternoon stroll in the murky sewer water. All right, showtime, boys.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
It all went according to Risley's plan.
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle.
Dang!
Would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here.
Interesting.
The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
Dang, here we go, boys.
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh, no, now we're just as guilty as he is.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, except he knows that
Everyone
already.
is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with
Where
me.
are Lynette and Fremine?
I'm eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea.
That is very not... That does not feel safe.
Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating.
Dang, Risley is cold. Locked Fremine out to die.
Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
Dang.
So, you've been keeping tabs
Good
on us
stuff.
before we even set foot in the fortress.
Yo, the travelers gotta go down that
Some
hole.
of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, Mr. Linney,
All that
the
changed.
cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
Oh, shoot. What is the knave gonna do? Is the knave just gonna gun it for Farina? As like, because he has Lynette and basically Fremine at his whim, right? If Linny passes that message on to Arlecchino, would Arlecchino just nab Farina to make it like an equivalent exchange?
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't
Dang,
care
Risley
for my
is
place here.
kind of goated right now.
Such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Yo, I'm not sure what kind of... Is he talking about tea? Are we talking about tea? Are we talking about the same thing?
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret?
Well, not here.
Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Lenny!
Why do you have to do this?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second?
This is true,
From
though.
the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk.
Risley is right here.
Mr. Fremine left the fortress on his own. and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
Unless you guys fight right now and kiss. No, I'm joking.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5,
Wait,
2, time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Jane!
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Yeah, what you having? Earl Grey? Some oolong? Can I join? Please wait, can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way.
Oh!
But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Please spare Freminet and Lynette. I want to save Freminet and Lynette too.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I can't believe he's asking us about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working out in your rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you'll find a portion of strange meat in your... It's a good thing we've already run through investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. I should be able to find an answer if I can piece everything together. Oh, shoot! It's quiz time! If you break the hidden rule of the production zone, your waffle meal might contain some strange meat.
Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to
Can I get it
undergo a trial
first
because
try?
Even Fonta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Thejonathon be doing during that time? According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it.
The Fonta
research
company!
notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result,
It's got to be the lunchtime.
the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appears rather strange and alien to humans.
Time to use my 5 brain cells. Time to rub them together and create fire.
Near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking
I'm
at
guessing the lunchtime thing. What else would it be? The Fonta company trying their product?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty.
Under what circumstances does the strange... Oh, wait. Was it a different question?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty.
Who'll
for the
see
half hour
if you
just
keep
before
working
lunch.
continuously? Oh my gosh, I always forget to
What could
read.
Thejonathon be doing during that time?
Why did it... Yo. Listen, man. Chat, it's not my fault. True gamers don't read, okay? Who will see it if you keep working continuously?
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the
No.
The research notes said that the Melusine race Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting...
It's gotta be...
We often see Miss Thejonathon observe...
Yeah. That's the one. Oh, we're Gucci. We're going to get this first try, boys. First try. Under what circumstances does a strange meat appear? When you've worked too much.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament... The research notes said that the Melusine... Fonta's internal report suggests that they're We often see Miss Thejonathon observe...
The 30 minutes before lunch.
I've been told that the
Why does the strange meat appear the way it does?
Fonta's internal report...
The Fonta company?
Notes said that the Melusine race
Does
perceives the world very
Seguin
differently
work for
from humans.
Coca-Cola?
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament...
It's gotta
We
be...
often see Miss Thejonathon... The Fonta promoter has...
Wait, was that it? Or was...
Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of it.
Wait, the last one was incorrect. I got 3 out of 4. That was pretty good. Chat, okay?
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of... The research notes said that the melusine rate...
It's gotta be that one, I guess, then. First try. Let's go, baby. Big juicy brain.
What's going on? Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared, but in reality, they were all prepared by Thejonathon, the head nurse.
Because she sees you get tired and she wants to give you energy.
She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense
Detective
of duty as the
Paimon
head
back on
nurse,
duty.
As well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Thejonathon visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Thejonathon has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does.
Detectamon.
Unfortunately, melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Thejonathon's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged.
He's proud of us.
All right, now for my next
Thanks,
question.
Dad.
There are also some hidden rules in the pancreation.
Dude, he looks so...
Including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
He looks so sick, chat. Okay, detective time. We also have done a lot of research on the matter. Let me sift through what I've known and come up with the correct answer. What happens if you violate the pink ration? Pancreation rings hidden rule? Violet blood. Who sent the blood-colored fluid? Oh, the Fonta company.
Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to... According to Collins, the Pancreation tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well.
Why does the strange blood-colored fluid look the way it does?
Fonta's internal reports...
Wait, what does this one
the
say?
Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial...
Why do only those who buy tickets to support both receive the package?
According to Collins, the Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only...
Oh yeah! He's a brainiac out on the floor. Oh, sorry.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of.
It was just their new flavor.
That hidden
It was
rule
cherry
of the
cola.
Pancreation ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time.
Linny is so confused
and if
right
they
now.
do, they'll receive a package containing a strange blood-colored liquid.
No cannibals, chat.
People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making.
It'd be good for Halloween. It'd be a good sell on Halloween.
The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancreation tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match We're selected to receive the drinks.
Let's go, just like us.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light.
Man, his design is so sick,
Although,
chat.
based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right. and
He's
here's
pretty
the final
careless.
question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
We haven't collected enough info to answer that question.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question.
Yo!
The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind. You'll pay for this.
Cutscene?
Ah!
Huh? Also freeze frame?
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Thejonathon. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
She shot Liddy!
Thejonathon? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Lane. You.
Are you his accomplice in all this?
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my
He
duty.
got tranquilized!
When Monsieur Nervilet asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
We can take them all.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you're close with Nouvelette, why not learn a thing or two about virtue from him? Dang, Traveler, that's a cold line!
I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervilet told me to do.
Yo, he laying on
Everything
thick.
I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Thejonathon, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
Good cop, bad cop routine going on right now?
What are you talking about? What time?
Is Lynette and Fremine actually safe?
Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
How touching. That is so, how dismissive that was. Oh my gosh. Risley is so well done.
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now.
Shinha and Chunyun.
I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Thejonathon, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You. What are you doing?
They're fine, Lenny. He was playing bad cop. Lenny's too traumatized though to realize that he doesn't trust it. He don't trust nobody. He don't trust his own farts.
I believe I hear footsteps.
I mean, neither do I.
Some space, please.
Huh? Chlorinde?
Ah, Miss Clorinde.
Door. Oh, Miss Chlorinde, my door. Dude, Risley's personality is shining here so great. His little lines like this are just, there's such a nice touch chat that go into like really well rounding a character. You know what I mean? That little like personality details, I love it so much. Also, Fremine.
Fremine. Fremine.
What's going on? What is Clorinde doing here?
Did she take a dive?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr.
Oh,
Rennie.
I love this.
Tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine?
I'm sorry for shooting you.
Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
These
like
symptoms,
this?
it can't be. Like abyssal power?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
Well, R.I.P. Frimine. Our boy about to be Frimid Puddle. Frimuddle? Frima Lake? Frima Dasani? Frimani?
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
Where's
I'll
Lynette?
talk to Clorinde while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Dude, Clorinde looks so sick. So much is happening. Try to understand the situation of the people around. Yo, thanks. Oh.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Thejonathon may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lenny again.
Jade, these two look sick.
How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
But the primordial piss doesn't affect me. We can swim through it with ease.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
He's mentioned every other voice line. That's a good point, Clorinde.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
I love this. I love everything that's happening. These little character moments I eat up. Like tea or a baguette. I'm sorry. Fremine, you're awake. Yo, she's reaching out for your soul. This is a scene from Kingdom Hearts? Lane's expression looks disgusted. It seems like he'd rather not have Sigwine touch Fremine. Still, he didn't stop her since it's obvious that Fremine does require urgent medical care. Sigwine's examining Fremine carefully. She doesn't want to look upset, which is a good sign. I hope Fremine will be okay.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical.
I thought Fremine was supposed to be a good diver. What are you doing guzzling up the water, bro? What are you doing? You're not supposed to breathe the water. You breathe through the little, the oxygen in the little pipes. What, did this guy just walk and go? Anyway.
Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Johnny was stuck there for 2 days. I know, Zoro. I know.
Just a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress. How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Yo, the snacks and tea are nice, but casually being like, oh, after I tranquilized her, she was just taking a nap. Yeah, because you forcefully sedated her with a gun. Is that whenever Sigwine encounters a problem, tranquilizer dart. Tranquilizer dart. Oh, being a little sassy? Oh, you didn't like your purple steak? Tranquilizer dart. Oh, you talk in your sleep? Bah! 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 Tummy ache? Tranquilizer dart.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Oh. Sigwine's weapon is gonna be a glove.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but That's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lynette!
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
The gig's up, boys. Clean 2.0, but a nurse?
Remine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
We immediately managed to swallow a dose of medicine. Good morning, Fremine. Welcome to being a character in this game again. We remember you. And he's gone. That was short-lived.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
That was short-lived.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Very well. Actually, I was going to have tea with Clorinde and Risley, but
The
we
Duke
can help.
and Clorinde are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clorinde will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Go and save Fremine from the sea. Just what happened there? Oh, Jose, can you see? City reputation bounties. The Steambird's editor-in-chief. You crazy users. Oh, we gotta go upstairs. Skirt, skirt. Man, dude, we were eating good. All those little character, oops. All those little, character back and forths. I love that so much, chat. The Risley's personality throughout that whole thing was so stinking good. The game he was playing, but also his little quips and just how he thinks he's like smarter, or how he kind of talks a little smarter than other people. The T bits. Oh my gosh. Clorinde being like, work. Reading comprehension is not John's friend today, apparently. Did you see how big that dialogue was? Good morning, Fremine.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lynette.
He's alive. He speaks.
We're all here.
Where am I?
In prison.
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine, and you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long.
It has been a while.
The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Fremine.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch
Cutscene?
it.
What happened after you stuck into the pipes?
Pipes.
Mario Luigi.
Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Cutscene? Art? Bowser's Castle? What? Goombas? Oh, do we get to play as Fremine for this? Dude, Fremine looks so sick.
I'm in. Seems like this
Wait,
pipe hasn't been used in
do
a
we get to
long
play as
time.
him?
It looks abandoned.
Did the pipe burst?
Where could Master Child be?
Please tell me we get to play. That'd be such a cool... Oh, hell yeah! Oh, this feels like a mission. I honestly wish Genshin did this more. Infiltrating with Fremine. Oh, I'm so down for this.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Puzzle time? Puzzle time? Elevator time? Yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout. Well, that was easy. Oh, this is so cool. Freminet on duty. Boop, boop, boop. Some big old notches. Big old notchies. A little bit of rotation.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Oh, so we gotta bring him back down, and then thanks for the tip there, my bud. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I gotta give it the old flippity skippity, the rigmarole, the little 1-2, the little push pull. You know what I'm saying? A little squeeze. Felissimo, Fetavici. Now we just gotta raise it back up, like one Jesus. You raise me up so I can fly on water. His little backpack is so cute, it really is. Shabam. We're in, boys. We're in. Yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout! It's me, Freminet, your favorite diver man. I exist! Oh, this domain looks so sick. Oh, and then it's water time.
This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Where is Child? Do I have to put on my mask? Oh.
Get in gear.
Boop. Fontaine water. Yo, put on your helmet, my guy. Yo, what's the... Yo, that's breaking my immersion.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them.
Yo,
and recently.
Where's the helmet?
There are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here.
He got dissolved.
Wait. What the?
Swim back.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
My brother Christ, put on your helmet.
No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
This is why helmets are important. I'm gonna take some damage. I am taking damage. Go for it. Swim, my lad, swim. Oh, that's kind of a cool detail. This is what you call interactive storytelling.
I can't die here. This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
You got this from Freminet. Oh, so Freminet wasn't down there for that long? I guess this is towards the tail end of the trip. And then Chlorind, then Mommy came to save us. Mommy Chlorind. Mamacita.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Miss Clarand brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
She was hired by Risley?
Miss Clarand, you say? I must go thank her in person.
Good for you, Freminet.
You're still too weak, Freminet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarand will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
She will? Peepo shy?
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Got it. I'll go talk to him.
It's about time he actually told us what's going on.
Here we go.
Wanna
Big
come with
Lord
us,
Dump.
Lenny?
Big Lord Dumpy.
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Yo, poor Lenny is traumatized.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
He doesn't want to lose her again.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The
I'm gonna
traveler and I
cry.
are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
We're gonna come back and they gone. Le Deluge. Oh wait.
I'm so sorry, Lenny.
I'm also really sorry, Lenny. I should have been more careful.
Don't say that. It was all my fault.
I'm also sorry, Lenny.
I was the one who should have been more careful. You two were nearly...
If I was stronger, maybe I would have already found Master Child.
No, how can you say that?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
What I'm hearing is, we all dropped the ball at some point during the mission. So the responsibility falls on all of us. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. It's on all of us.
Lenny, we understand that you're worried about
Let's
us.
go.
But we're
Siblings
worried
are
about you
great.
as well.
These guys are goated.
Please don't blame yourself. We want you to keep your spirits up.
Yeah.
Yo, you get a welcome for talking to him? That's awesome. Let's go. All right, here we go. To the Duke's office. Can we just teleport? Oh, the teleport waypoint's at the front. I thought it was in the middle. Never back down, never what? Never gave up. Here we go. Mora. Talk to Risley. Oh, dude, it'd be so weird. I wonder if these guys have to get shots for tetanus from all this rust always around them.
Excuse me.
It's Mommy and Daddy. Okay, I'm sorry.
I take it
I'm
Mr.
done.
Fremonet's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegeween?
I wanted to check up on Miss Claran. How are you feeling?
Oh.
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Let's hear it.
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Whatever gets the story out, man. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Where should I begin?
He's got a lot of
How about
scars.
you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Where's my sister? Sorry.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out.
Dude,
as you
his
made
little
progress
thing
on
is
your
so sick.
investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came
That's
here
impressive.
with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Why didn't you stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance.
Dude, Sampu looking rough, man. This isn't Sampu from Honkai Star Rail. This is Conditioner.
I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremonet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Lenny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true that you're also a former criminal?
What did you do?
Now, why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Claran down here?
Me, of course.
That's what I thought.
I paid her good Mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Claran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So the Forbidden Zone really exists. What's inside of it?
That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts.
Well, I'm asking, brother, so answer.
All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
Yeah. Yeah.
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Oh, shoot. Chat, it's time to pucker up. Here we go.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Especially.
Follow me.
Okay, I'm going to stop looking at chat because someone typed no spoilers. Just in case. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Big lore. Is it going to be like a dead Archon down there? The previous Hydro Archon? Or a lantern? Oh! Secret tunnel!
There's a
The
hidden
music
door
shift.
here, and a whole basement behind it. Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
A fortress. Okay, here we go. Wait. What's that noise? We're going deeper.
Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Here we go, boys. Once everyone has taken their position on the circuit plate, it begins to slowly move downwards. Is this going to be the true... I'm ready. I'm ready.
So,
Knees weak, palms are sweaty.
Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
And that is, yo, the music.
What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
No?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself.
Smart,
before deciding
Risley.
Whether or not to tell them.
Smart. Oh, not me with the level 70 Geo-Aligned Traveler. Hey, listen, I match, my LEDs match, okay? Yeah, I did it for this style, chat, not because I forgot.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Dude, he looks so sick. Here we go. Is there a prisoner in here?
Whoa. They all just went up one by one.
What's in the middle of the room?
Go on, have a look.
My geo-construct! Is it gonna be like another Farina? The Gnosis? The room's empty with nothing in here, which is quite strange on its own. There's a little device smack dab in the middle of the room, which looks like some kind of massive sluice gate.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position. Likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only
Oh, is it filtering the water?
Normally I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated.
The water pressure.
Any guesses what the reading could be tracking? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well.
I only said one.
Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary.
Primordial seawater?
The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the
primordial
outside,
seawater.
but
The
readings didn't change
contamination?
at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
Primordial sea is like under the sea.
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Primordial seawater is continually leaking into the
Yes,
sea.
that's very likely.
Big oil companies, chat.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh. Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us.
Time to put on our plumber cap, chat, get out our plunger, and away we go.
The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands,
Yo, send me in
some
there.
primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
And if the primordial sea is leaking through, if this gate falls, all of Fontaine will fall with it.
You know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land,
shoot!
all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long,
The
this
sinners.
dark
Important
underwater
word there.
fortress became the sinners' only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners
Rebirth.
who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding.
Dang, look at that. Look at that
They
shot.
just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian, Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
Dude, that profile shot.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. That's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
Do you believe in prophecies?
To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
So is the Duke of Mirapai, just what do you plan to do about
Let's
it?
go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
The Hydronosis?
This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone.
Huh?
Hi.
Levine and Jurier?
Toodles.
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm the traveler. I'm the good guy.
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head.
Thanks for the
but
recap.
You're not local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Edwin's main areas of research were archeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical
Yo,
consultant.
Risley out here trying to save the world right now.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ah, promotion. Boss.
Ooh, are they together?
Was that really necessary?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a
I
couple
called
and
it.
just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Are they going to be using the Hydronosis to
Whoa, there's
filtering the
another door
water?
that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
She is like that around everything.
Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
That's exactly what I just said. Is this just a normal room?
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Is that a big old boat?
What a huge ship?
Yo, is this Atlantis? Man, that's a good looking vessel. Yo, someone call Beto.
This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
Not enough, apparently.
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian
Oh,
dynasty.
shoot.
According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his
Dude,
empire.
look at that boat, man. It's the Titanic.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Is he plan on using this to go into the Primordial Sea or to take everyone in Fontaine and save them on a ship, like an ark?
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
This is a plan for the ages.
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat.
Yo, this guy's addicted.
Do you have any other questions? Seems
Yes.
like you're good.
No.
Come on, I'll take you back.
I have so many other questions. Wait, go back. Wait, what was he planning using the... Is it like a Noah's Ark situation or like
leave you here
plunge
for
into the depths?
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Oh. It means that my actions now will decide the next steps Lenny groups take. In other words, if I want to tell Lenny the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict right now.
We'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Yeah, we will.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
The secret... Wait, what did that say? Oh, shoot. Music time, boys. Return to the infirmary. Risley suddenly became Noah? I'm surprised they didn't try building a vessel to navigate the primordial sea, like, down.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
What the... Is there... Yo, y'all need to have a healthier relationship with caffeine.
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now.
Is Risley your dad?
While I was sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Sijuin.
Yeah, I heard 1 male voice and 1 female, so it should have been the 2 of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yup, literally everything.
Yeah, he explained everything.
That's what I said.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Then he sounds like a lot more like his old self. Feeling better now, Lenny?
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijuin is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is...
Plus 2
the
points.
The long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Mirapede.
Ooh, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this.
Do you not want you guys to die?
If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Mirapede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet.
It's like its own nation, chat.
Of a no man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the 2 factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest.
Keen Risley.
If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
Lenny's grasp of the big picture is amazing.
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly.
Oh, that's why I want to talk to
I don't
Father.
have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
Risley's goal and Arlecchino's goal is the same. After some deliberation, you share the information. Yo, do I get a choice in this? While sharing what you say, you emphasize that now is not the time for disputes and it's very important.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Dude, the music timing.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis?
Bring her down here.
I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis.
He's a smart guy.
How could Risley have known that?
He's a smart
Or
man.
Perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side, which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah.
Call your mom,
sense to me.
dad, father,
I
mom.
understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side.
Oh,
the two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you.
I'll just take some Twisted Fates. Don't mind me.
If you ever need anything
Some
else
Primo
going
Gems.
forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time.
Oh.
Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
A family with the Fatui. We made it, boys.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Don't mention it. We can work together again if necessary. What was that?
Paimon's hungry.
That's how you tell what time it is.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Yo, hopefully the knave comes down here. Calamitous Tread. Go to the cafeteria. To the cafe! Chat, anyone want anything? Some french fries, maybe? Hamburger, animal style? Some coffee? A lollipop? A donut?
Time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served at the coupon cafeteria.
Well, that's a first.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here.
We're eating a meal together.
Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijwin? And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
Can we all eat together, please? Please! Please, woman, please!
Huh.
Let us sit with you.
Right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria. What would you like to eat?
We can choose?
Yep, you can. I've already talked to
Aw.
our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
All the tasty stuff you have to offer. They'll get the biggest portion you have to offer.
Me too. Don't forget Paimon. No problem.
After a while, the meals ordered arrive. Unlike days prior when you arrive a bit. Sigwin also brings some drinks over to you. They taste a little strange, but she insists that they're very nutritious. Okay, the shakes really taste pretty terrible at the very least. However, they calm you down and relax. Yo, get shit. Okay, this has been a problem for a while now. Slow down on those dialogues, man. I am not a robot. I can't read that fast. I'm not some linguistical genius. Amazing. Free dinners are the absolute best.
Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants to feast like this every day. Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious.
Exquisite, thank you. Besides the milk, I mean, everything was super delicious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment. Sijwin, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
Why not both?
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
Can we... Okay, this is when we ask, why do you look different from the other Melazines?
You're really good at taking care of people.
Was your mom a Melazine and your dad
You
was...
still talk and act like an older sister.
something else?
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear. Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well.
She was keeping them alive.
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing
Dude,
that
the music
something
is
was wrong
so
with the water.
intense.
Thankfully, Clorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Clorand left, to make sure that Linne wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother.
Smart.
Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some
I
guards
like the
there to
Roomba
stop anyone from
over here.
approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Clorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linne as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
That was super nice.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress.
Can I go talk to Clorinde now?
Style for
Please?
as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervulette would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos.
But that doesn't make sense at all. It's hard to imagine Neuvillette outside of his office.
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Wait. Hi, ma'am.
Clorinde!
What's up, bounty hunter?
Ah, it's you two.
How's dinner?
It's all right. Miss Sigewinne really put in a lot of effort.
So we heard that Wriothesley invited you to come down to help, and you saved Fremine too.
She was getting paid for it.
Super fast.
Oh, it was child's play.
Still, Paimon didn't know even champion duelists could take on side jobs. Oh, and why aren't you eating with Sigewinne and the Duke? Won't you get bored eating by yourself?
Miss Sigewinne was with you, and the Duke has business of his own.
We should have invited you to eat with us.
Actually, didn't Navia say that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Yeah. First time in a long time.
Dang. She really that solo bounty hunter vibe.
First time in a long time. So you mean you've gone out to dinner with her in the past?
In the past, yes.
This girl.
You seem to be enjoying yourselves.
It's all thanks to Neuvillette. This is technically a work trip for us.
Things will be getting messy at the fortress soon. Don't run around unnecessarily.
What do you mean by that? What do you... Hello? What the heck was that last line? Yo, I'm not sure if I want to go to sleep, man. Okay. Back to bed, boys. Dude, the music is so intense down in the fortress, man. It feels like we're like prepping for war all of the time. I bet the knave is, we're gonna wake up and the knave is gonna be here. Okay, here we go. It's just gonna be the big juice, the big reveal.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed.
Home sweet
I'm
prison
super
cell.
Sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Yeah, I'm also getting there. Are we gonna connect to Child again? Through the vision? Our umbilical cord that connects us to Child? Nice, Paimon. Oh, she really fell asleep.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds.
Traveler opening his eyes. Good night. Oh. We're gonna wake up to like gunfire or something.
Out of my way! Get out of my way! What happened? Why is everyone running?
Oh, what did I say?
No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Is the seal breaking?
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
What's that sound? Paimon, wake up. We need to go out and see what's going on. Yo, the seal busted, didn't it? Check on the situation outside. Man, why do life-changing events always have to happen when I'm around? Yoo-hoo! Wakey, wakey. Can I get breakfast first? Just a hash brown to go? A bagel? An egg?
Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Yo, we should run with them.
Hey, wait! What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
They're here! Yeah, there you are.
Quistot, I don't know how to say his name. Mario. No.
Oh, thank goodness.
Were they looking for us?
We're still in Lavaroon. Do you know what happened?
I swear, if these guys die, I'm ripping out my CPU and eating it on stream.
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends.
I wish these guys were in the
you might slip
first
through the
part
cracks.
too.
Have Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed. Yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people.
Okay, we got it, man. We gotta go.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up.
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
He says Grace said to evacuate outwards.
He said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
That means whatever happened must have happened down below. Oh no, isn't the gate at the very bottom?
Oh no, it can't be that thing.
Where's the...
Wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
Yo, we're going in, boys.
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Hey, be careful.
I like these guys, man. I like these guys.
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards.
We're going down.
And outwards.
Grizzly.
If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as
Yo,
possible.
this is intense, man. I'm scared. Hello? Oh, we're going down. Is the screen gonna start shaking? Yo, I feel like we need it. Oh, shoot!
They're here.
Cutscene time, boys!
Just like I said.
They knew we'd show up. Oh. Casgio. Guys, water explodes.
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Okay. Yes, mommy. Yes, ma'am. Oh, he's gonna use ice to seal it. Dude, if Risley dies, I'm gonna be pissed. Wait. Yo, that's a lot of water. Freeze it, bro. Oh, that's sick. Did that seal it for now? Nope. Yo, do it again. Reload. Reload your fists. Go. No. No way.
3, 2, 1.
Shoot! Oh, that's so sick. Yo, Traveler, do something. Wait.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Dang, that is sick. That is so sick.
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Yo, what is she gonna do? Do a little sparks? Shoot a little fireworks? Entertain themselves? To Neuvillette we go.
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Fast travel?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her. Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Okay, so we just went from like hype level 7 to like 30. Not only is Fontaine about to be destroyed and Neuvillette we sit down there, but now we're having to facilitate between the knave and Farina. Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, I know you guys.
Look, there are a ton of Fatili and Palais Mermonia people over there. The knave is probably here already.
Here we go.
We need to hurry.
Are you two the Traveler and Paimon? Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions. Please follow me.
Here we go, boys.
Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina.
Great. Yo, we're all about to die. I need you to hurry up, man, please. Dude, I'm getting a little whiplash, story whiplash from being down there with the alarm blaring. Everyone in Fontaine's about to die to, oh, we're in Fontaine. Oh, it looks much more grim. Hi, Farina. Oh, she's happy to see us.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Hey, father.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
The knave knows she can beat Farina. Farina seems very weak.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler.
Ooh.
I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the knave, one of the 11 Fatui harbingers.
Oh, I'm freaking out. This is the moment we've been waiting for, boys. Oh, she looks so cool. Say hi. So this is the knave, the head of the House of the Hearth and Lenny's sibling's father. She certainly does not seem easy to deal with. Pleasure to meet you, too.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Man.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
I'm okay. I've been poisoned a little too much in Fontaine. It's actually happened 2 or 3 times now, so... She seems friendly enough, but that can't all... She seems... Sorry, my brain just died. She seems friendly enough, but that can't be all there is to her. The knave is a force to be reckoned with. I should be very cautious around her.
What do you think of this cake?
It's pretty good. It's quite tasty. I think Paimon agrees too.
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I.
Wait, Child should have no reason to have said something like that.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looks...
Farina, why are you here?
Pretty impressive, yeah.
This is so awkward. Yo, and we're sitting on a bomb, too. What's going on in the Fortress of Metropide? Or Meropide. I always say it wrong. Looks quite nervous. There must be some kind of bad blood between her and the knave.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Nuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person.
Yo!
I must express my admiration for Monsieur
They do so good with not really knowing what is going on with the knave, but also knowing that something is going on. You know what I mean, chat? They do such a good job with that. I managed to find a few leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
Yo, thanks, girly.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Feels like only a few weeks ago, but okay.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
Not me having more confidence in Paimon dealing with the knave than Farina. Does anyone else feel that way? When you're trusting Paimon's conversational ability more than someone else, Farina ain't in good shape.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Meropide.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
Oh no, Paimon's statement just left us wide open.
The Fortress of Meropide lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. But we have his vision. But there was also no evidence that he's been injured or killed.
That is good news, at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, Your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house.
Oh my gosh. I can't get a read on her. She's turning up the pressure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to convince her, but I can at least try to distract her from Farina. That sounds good to me, yes.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
Yes, it does. If you're trying to be someone else.
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Is that because of Underground or is that because of her?
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Is Farina about to go Oh, shoot. No. The big gun. The only big gun in Fontaine.
I will take it from here.
Oh, shoot. If Nouvellette dies, I'm uninstalling.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Dang.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
I bet Risley actually knows what his secret is. Oh, shoot. Can Nouvellette touch it? Ladies and gentlemen, the main character of Genshin Impact, Monsieur Nouvellette!
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled.
But it's not
and
this
the
day.
waters burst forth. But it is not this day.
Yeah! Shut it down.
This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race.
Oh my gosh.
Fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he's so sick.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Dane! His line! Forgive me for overruling it. Like the punishment for the people of Fontaine is too severe.
Has been suppressed.
And he overruled it, basically.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
Oh,
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
And now we're just chatting. Now everything's fine. Just chit-chatting.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke.
He doesn't get it.
Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
So far, so good. So far, so good? Kind of.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house.
So far, so good?
Miss Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic
She isn't the Hydro Archon?
representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also
Dude, she
that
looks
every part
so...
of it is being proven true.
Her design.
Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable?
Yo, not gonna lie, I'm kind of on the knave's side right now.
The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the
Symbolism.
disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the
Is she
god
about to
Fotor,
snap?
You have utterly failed to take action.
Is she about to snap?
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts
Oh
right
no,
now.
Farina's gonna snap.
Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
Dang, the knave is laid it on thick. Her hair is glowing.
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
Maybe share your ways with the class?
Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Farina's not acting like her usual self. She's actually seriously refuting the knave's accusations. She means what she says. She's not putting it up front.
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on?
Same.
Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
So is that all a lie, or can she really not tell us? She was so full of conviction and confidence just now, but now she's deflated like a pop balloon.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
Yo, knave, kick her butt, man. I don't know. The Farina needs to. She's gotta.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes.
Oh my gosh, I love how the knave is laying into her right now.
Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan
And she's
for the
not gonna say
impending
anything.
disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Now it just feels like she's lying.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina.
Is it Nouvelette? Or is it someone else?
I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see,
Is it the voice you
even
heard?
just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to
Is
do
it the
with
other
you,
version?
then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon?
Is like Farina like split into two and one of her's the Oratress and she's here?
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Dude, that stance.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although,
how can
I
we
must
trust
say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
These aren't topics I can speak about. I don't even know what Neuvillette's task was. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with the surging primordial sea, but can he really deal with it all by himself? And is Farina being truthful or not?
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise.
Oh, shoot! In that, she's digging into Farina as well.
You too, Paimon.
Yo, thanks, Nave.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
I love the Knave so much. Oh my gosh. The Knave proceeds to change the topic and bring up a number of less significant matters while the atmosphere gradually becomes more relaxed.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality.
Did we get
Yes,
poisoned?
And we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea.
Yo, how is this gonna... How is this...
It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
A one-on-one? Yes, ma'am.
Paimon's coming too.
Wait. We shouldn't leave Farina, though. Oh, it's so quiet.
The tea party turned out to be even more difficult than I'd imagined. Why are you looking at me like that?
This girl.
Is something the matter? If there's nothing urgent, then I shall be retiring for now.
We're still on very not, like... We don't really know Farina that well. We know Neuvillette very well at this point, but hardly... Oh. Follow the Knave to the exit. The stage has been set. Oh. Wait, am I teleporting or am I just walking? I think I'm just walking? Yeah, I'm just Traveler. Geo Traveler. Dude, I don't think we should leave because Farina's on her own. I feel like we're gonna come out here and there's gonna be no Knave, and Knave's gonna be back. Just kidding.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
What do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
There's no need. I didn't think that's what you wanted to talk about.
Do I look like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important to me.
Oh.
You should know that I care deeply about my children.
Was there nothing else you wanted to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you.
Oh, she's so sick.
Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them. Especially Lenny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Lenny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me.
She's smart. Tell the knave to go down there and to meet up with Risley.
By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina? You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily.
Oh, shoot.
To share my perspective.
That she's not the actual Hydro Archon or something.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meropide.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need.
Is it Farina?
I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that
Nouvellette seems like the working
seems
Archon.
more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you.
Assassin Farina?
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
Oh, Farina's just like a
My
child.
goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached
Oh my
to
gosh, she looks so sick.
meant to be sacrificed.
That drip.
It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Oh my gosh, the knave's assassin mode is phenomenal.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
The fear in her pupils is genuine. So perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone.
And she knows this whole
Not long
time.
after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried aloud.
She's alone. She can't talk
She
to
was so
anybody about it.
scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake.
It's like Marie Antoinette.
There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon.
Dude, these frames.
Perhaps
I love this little
Eudex
art.
Neuvillette is actually the genuine article.
That's-
I have to
that's
find
what I
the
thought.
Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the Fortress of Meropide. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Ridesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Eudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience.
Dude, we're getting
and continue my investigation
political
of
here.
Farina and Eudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the Fortress of Meropide will be a front. Linny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
She's way too smart for a Harbinger.
You should know the rest.
No, the water's so
Linny's
loud.
group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
She's a Fatui Harbinger, man.
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that
Yeah.
Index Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
How did you come to that conclusion?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Index Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill.
Is
It's
it-
hard to
is
imagine
it the
either of them
Oratrice?
as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth.
Man, she's so cool.
Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing?
Yes.
A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface.
She needs to talk to
It looks
Risley.
like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else.
It's true.
Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
Neuvillette?
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Stay. All of us talk.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now.
For now, yes. But this issue
Dude,
will
I'm
prove
Neuvillette.
quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina.
Maybe that's what happened down there.
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate.
It's quite literally what happened. As for what happened on our side, wait, is Neuvillette going to
So,
tell
as
us?
expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Who's the Hydro Archon?
Permission granted.
You have enough power to force back the primordial sea. Does mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though.
Straight to the point?
You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
Did you manage to protect those that need to be defended?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Yo, don't make it rain, man.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
The rain becomes heavier, light rain soon growing to a downpour. And just moments before Neuvillette just mentioned his sense of grief. Thinking back to the legend and what Frimine said, it's that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. Wait, Neuvillette, you can't be...
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
He's the Hydro Dragon, brothers!
Oh? And what are you thinking?
He's the dragon sovereign of water.
The dragon...
Wait, the OG?
What? Huh?
Like the OG. The sovereign dragons are different from like a Dvalin, right? Dvalin isn't a dragon of sovereign, right, chat? He's just like a familiar to Venti. But yeah, he's like a Apep, the old school boyos. The OGs of the realm.
Please do not be so surprised.
Hi, Farina.
Farina?
Neverlet, are you listening?
Ah, my apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right?
Shoot! Oh, that's so sick.
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course.
Paimon's like,
we'll
oh, okay.
definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood.
Giga lore.
They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat,
Oh,
they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
Holy shoot, man! We just chat. That right there just is like the truth of the world, all in one sentence. Oh my gosh!
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor,
he's the successor.
I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will
thought he
not
was
be
a
able to
OG.
do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me.
Yo, so you're saying we gotta kill Farina? That's kind of what I'm hearing. That's kind of what I'm hearing. Give you the full power, because you're obviously way more suitable to be the leader of Fontaine. Sounds good. You know what? Let me go grab the knave. Be like, hey, round two, girly. I'm sending you back out there. Go break the aura trace. Go beat up Farina. Give the hydronosis to Nouvelette. Boom. Problem solved.
Given the status quo, however, I would
joking.
recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
That's fair.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more
Dude,
questions
you kind of just
regarding
shattered our
ancient
world a
history,
little bit.
you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
It will do.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried.
Sure. See you later, Nouvelette.
We'll see you another time.
I mean, I would...
Take care.
I would like to discuss... Oh, it's raining. I would like to discuss the rest of what just happened. Return to the prison to learn more about everyone's situation. Is Farina not here? Can we talk to, Oh, shoot. I don't have it. Let's talk to everybody. You first. This is Mario and Luigi. Hey, my boys!
You guys are back?
Yo, what's up, bro?
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Oh, not technically.
No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry.
We had to go be bodyguards for the Hydro Archon.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Oh.
Hey, it wasn't just me.
I like these
Weren't you
two a
super
lot.
worried as
I wish
well?
these guys were in part 3.
Something like that, yeah.
You know what I mean, chat?
I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? You think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Man, I love these guys. Part 5, you mean? No, I wish these guys were in the previous part as well as this one. That'd been cool to have them in both.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
I'm sure the welfare meals must have just skyrocketed in quality recently.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
All right, who else is still here? I'd be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite. What a guy. What a guy. Hello, ma'am? Sigwin?
Thejonathon! Traveler, Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt?
Don't worry, we're both doing great.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it?
A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him.
Dude, Nuvula is so sick. The knave is so sick.
Of course.
Risley and Chlorine.
Thank you for the help you provided.
No problem.
How did Nervulette know that he was needed here?
Well, Monsieur Nervulette has strong resonance with the hydro element.
Oh, he
When the
knew.
water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded.
The bombshell
They were wondering
bros?
the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both all right.
Yo, thanks, homie.
If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days.
In prison?
Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared.
Thanks.
Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Oh, it's a me, Bama, bro. Thanks. Thanks, homie. Wait, can we talk to her again?
If you can find the time, please stay at the fortress for just a while longer.
Oh, she wants friends. But you gotta have friends. Okay, we'll save the mill one for last. What's upstairs? Is that, oh, whoops. We were downstairs. Is that, who's in our sleeping quarters? Or is that the hospital? Probably the Linny, Lynette, and Freminet? Man, that was so stinking good, chat. The cutscene, the payoff was huge. The previous part didn't really have that big it didn't really feel like a complete story. It did a good job of introducing everything, but oh my goodness, this part was jam-packed. Jam-packed.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
What's up, guys? What's up, fam?
Traveler.
It's my family.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely, Freminet.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorand in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life
Oh.
wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
That was good that Freminet asked.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went
Or
back to the opera
told her.
house and we met the knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
A lot of things.
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand.
Yeah, she tried to assassinate the
Looking
Archon.
forward to working with us in the future.
That's a little surprising.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
We're in, boys!
Mm-hmm. Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Linny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
You tell her, Paimon. You tell him, Paimon.
Got it. That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Primordial tea.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely. Well, next time,
She's
you're going
jealous.
to have tea and snacks with us.
Oh, man, I love these guys.
We should start preparing that tea party.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm all for it.
I'll help you set it up.
We are family. Lenny, Lynette, Frimine, and me. And Daddy the Knave. Yoo-hoo. Risley. Oh, Rizadiz Disley. Pookie. Oh, you're still down here? Yeah, what happened to your boat, man? Oh, it's you guys.
Jurier, Miss Sijween told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so
They're
forgot.
in love.
That's no excuse for... Huh? It's you two.
Junior, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
We're fine, thanks.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
Yes, ma'am.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
And they're
Yeah?
in love.
Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
Yo, me and Paimon are the same person. Talk to Risley, the last one. Oh, Risley? Can you pour us some tea now? All this talk of tea's made me thirsty. Oh, he said.
Did my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
He's got a good point. Hey, maybe we shouldn't be back here.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still all right?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
I love Risley so much. I don't think that's gonna work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sijween's gift with him, though.
Is it a tranquilizer gun? So he can tranquilize Farina?
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sijween.
Where's my gift?
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Clorand received lipstick instead.
Poor Neuvillette.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sijween worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Primogems?
Are these from...
Nope, they're from yours truly.
Tea?
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is food still covered? Why do we want to stay in the...
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Free food,
Just
though.
remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Return to the dormitory to rest. Wait. So should I not finish? Will we lose? Wait, what was the gift we got? Will we lose? I'm sure we won't get kicked out forever if we don't finish, right? I mean, if we do finish. I still want to be able to come back to prison. I'm never leaving. And this is where 20% of Genshin Impact players ended their Genshin journey. And they just repeated the day in, day out loop of the free food of prison. Lived out their prison RP.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
Feels like a huge weight is off our shoulders. It feels like we gained our freedom.
Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Paimon, is there something you'd like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true. All right. and we really are an amazing duo after all. It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go.
We're the best.
Isn't that pretty cool?
We're the best adventurers ever.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts too.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward.
Oh, that's adorable, man. I love Traveler Paimon moments.
Paimon's gonna crash, so
Child.
he'll sleep soon too.
Where's...
The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary.
Where's Child?
We should be safe now, right?
We'll be fine, so don't worry.
All right then. Good night to you, traveler.
It's time we dream of Child. Oh shoot, here we go, get moist. Cutscene after cutscene. He's in the primordial sea. He's gonna see his primordial whale. Oh shoot! It's his whale. Oh, go back. The end, ladies and gentlemen, and we end it in prison. Oh my goodness, what a saga indeed. That was so good, chat. Oh my goodness. The bits with all of the different people in the fortress, as well as progressing through the quest line and like earning your money and using it to figure out your investigation while also living out prison life, was done super well. This part obviously was way better than the last part, but the last part did good work of setting this part up. But I wish the last part was a little more full, if you know what I mean, chat, from like beginning to end. Both of these feel like one complete Archon quest, if you know what I mean. But oh my goodness, Nouvellette, phenomenal. Feels like the main character of the game. The whole dichotomy between Nouvellette, Risley, Farina, and the Knave, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Those conversations with the Knave, every single bit was so good. Like her little wordplay and you not knowing her intentions behind her words, and then her just coming clean to Traveler about what she thinks of Farina. And then not only that, but finding out Nouvellette is the Hydro Dragon Sovereign successor or whatever. Oh my gosh, that's insane. It's so good. And the little bits with Lenny and Lynette are always such a joy as well. And I really actually liked the Mario Brothers a lot.
Pure.
But also, Risley's personality was so stinking good. And the whole Fortress of Metropide bit. I'm so excited to see what's next. But that is it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you watched on YouTube, comment your favorite part down below. And I'll see you on the next one.